Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely morning. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. Guys, we have an early update today because your boy has noticed some patterns on these charts. So we're going to talk about those patterns on the charts. I think it's going to give us a little insight into what is around the corner. What is the path that we are going to be taking next? Okay. All right. So we're going to be starting this video off with Mr. VIX right over here. Okay, why? Because Mr. VIX likes to give us some signals sometimes, and guess what? I think it's given us a little insight into the path that SPX and SPY are going to be taking over the coming 2 to 3 weeks. All right, guys? I'm actually also going to start this video off by saying, hey, all right, guys, please, if you have negative comments and you want to share those negative comments, and the only purpose of leaving those negative comments is to bring someone down, please keep them to yourself. I'm a positive individual who shares his stuff here in this channel on a daily basis, and I quite frankly think I'm right. Like, we're gonna say 6 out of 7 times. I called price action spot on this whole time. All right, you had like 3 dip buys, okay, or 2 dip buys here, and then we called it to a T. That's a 2-week period. Your boy got one thing wrong. And I literally said, like, hey, there's going to be a line in the sand that I'm going to say I'm wrong at. It was 519. Do you see where QQ or SPY is right now? It's pushing 523. Okay? 522.64 is the high of the day. Guys, I'm telling you right now, you think how the people were leaving these comments were thinking, you're going to just continuously lose in the market and you're going to continue to wipe yourself out. Don't do that. Okay? If you have a thesis, you need to know when that thesis is wrong, or you'll probably just continuously adding, you'll be adding to that position, all right, as things continue to go against you. And from this point, guys, we're running up to 524.61. I told you guys, if you break above this, right over here, you get the daily close above the 0.786 fib. You very likely are going to have a shot up to 524.61. That is the current all-time high. Okay? Just know, 519 is now $3 behind us. It's almost $4 behind us. Guys, I don't see the logic behind, the people who are just taking a giant dump on Mr. Henry over here because he wants to, abide by the thing that he was calling for. I told you guys, like, literally, when we're down here, I told you, 519, line in the sand in SPY. QQQ, what was our line in the sand? 420. No, not 420. 442.50 was my line in the sand over here on QQ. Why? Because the 0.786 fib was down at 441.50. That is $1 above. That gives me my leeway. Guess what? Okay. I'm going to completely bail. I'm going to jump ship if we get these things invalidating my thesis. What happened? You invalidated the thesis. Why are people pissed off about it? I'm sorry, I'm not telling you that the odds are in your bearish favor anymore. They're not. I'm telling you right now, clear as day, the odds are so freaking obviously in the bull's favor. We're having a nice ass short squeeze rally, and if people want to get angry about it, please keep it to yourself or just leave my channel. All right? Because quite frankly, you're going to lead other people to making bad decisions. And at the end of the day, we are all making our own decisions. But our environments, 100%, dictate how we are. Okay? You ever hear the saying, you're the sum of the top 5 people you spend the most time with? Okay? Well, that goes for anything in life. So do not sit there being a negative Nancy in my comment section when I want to just read the charts. Okay? There are people here who come here for valid information. All right? And if you aren't one of those people, you don't have to be here. You do not need to make other people feel bad. You just don't need to do so. All right? You also don't need to sit there just throwing out insults without anything backing these insults. All right. If you got, your own thesis, talk about your thesis. Let me hear about it. All right. Let me hear about it. I very clearly share my thesis every single day here on this channel. All right. And if people are not making money off the analysis, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Guys. All right. We have called out. We've called the shots. I don't know what to tell you. All right. I was just doing the math. If I had just held my Microsoft and Meta positions, guys, I'd be up like $4 grand just this week alone. All right. I may have definitely flipped short too early. Okay. I did. I cut the longs that I had. Mr. Permable Henry did not want to, you know, see things through because he got a little scared. All right. And this is what I'm saying, guys. If you got these comments, just keep them to yourself. All right. You got yours. I got mine. Just keep them to yourself. You ain't got to argue with people. All right. There's that. You got your thesis. Everybody has their own thesis. Okay. Mine's been a bullish thesis until proven otherwise, and then we were looking for a bearish one until proven otherwise, and then guess what? It got proven otherwise. All right, now let's talk about the signal I'm talking about. I know we just spent 5 minutes about that, but I think what we just discussed is a very important aspect of life. All right, environments, guys. Environments and your experiences, they 100% will dictate everything about you. They will. Okay, so do the best to put yourself in that positive environment. All right. And I'm not talking about those, oh, rainbows and sunshines. No. All right. But if you got people who very clearly are negative Nancy's, all right, I guarantee you they will get into your subconscious, and I guarantee you they got into mine yesterday. All right. So I even considered turning comments off. That shit pissed me off. Pardon my French. All right. Let's get into it, though. Let's get into it. Here is our little canary in the coal mine. You see that arrow? You see this arrow? This is how I think this is about to go down. All right? I think we do have a pullback right around the corner. I think all the people who were telling me, oh, you're an idiot yesterday. All right? I think those people are going to come back, and I think they're probably going to call me an idiot again. And then I'm going to say, hey, we're just coming down for a higher low because now this is my new thesis. All right? So this is what we're going to talk about. Right here, your daily RSI has gone down to a certain point every time over the last 2.5 years, every single time. And guys, you could take it all the way back to 2020. I'd see the same exact pattern. I just didn't go back that far this morning. All right, but you got another one right here. You got another one right there. You got another one right there. What is the pattern I speak of? Every time you get down to here, you get a dead cat bounce. All right, what does that dead cat bounce bring? It then brings a lower low following that dead cat bounce, and then you have a bullish divergence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. You have the same thing going on over here. I don't know why I didn't mark it. You also have that. So we're going to say 8 out of 8 times you followed this pattern. You got your bounce down here and you went down and you put in that bullish divergence. Okay. Oh, look, it should have been marked there. I definitely marked it with the arrow. All right. Man. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 8 times, guys. That is a 100% hit rate over the last 2.5 years of this pattern playing out. Let's see if it's going to play out 9 out of 9 times. Let's see about it. What you know about it, this is what I know about it. All right. What I do know is we're just going to walk right through it. All right. You have this bounce. All right. You got a bounce here. Guys, when VIX is bouncing, you're going to see the SPX or SPY. SPY is just the ETF of SPX. You can see the S&P 500 get that pullback. All right. And then what do you see? All right. VIX goes off to a new low. Well, what does that tell us probably happened on SPX over here? It went off to a new high. All right. Same exact thing over here. Okay. Right here. Dead cat bounce. Boom. All right. And then you could start that right here. Okay. It took a lot of time there. All right, guys. This is like 2 weeks of more upside. What you know about it? This is what I'm talking about. All right. This is why when things invalidate, you freaking jump ship. I got the hiccups. I told you guys the other day, I talked so quick. I definitely get the hiccups like every time I freaking record a video, or I'll be talking to a customer and I will 100% just talk really fast. And then I also get the hiccups. It's definitely a common theme with your boy over here. It's me getting these freaking hiccups. All right. But yeah, guys, I mean, 8 out of 8 times, 2.5 years, and go back and this pattern will, keep happening. This is where you get your bounce. You typically get your bounce and then you go off to a lower low. Doesn't always have to happen, but at least over the last 2.5 years, all the way over here, October 2021. How long has that been? How many days are we talking? All right. 943 days, 365 in a year. 365 times 2. What is that? That's 600. That's 720. That's 730. Okay. Slapping on another. What is that? Another 200, 13 days right there. Guess what? You got 2.7 years. Okay. 2.7 years we're talking about. Over the past 2.7 years, you have followed this pattern, all right? So now, let's make a path over here on Mr. SPY, all right? I am looking for that pullback. I do think it's going to happen. I don't know if it happens right now, okay? But I do think it's going to happen. I personally do think we're going to keep pushing up here with just how things are looking. All right, let me first point out over here on Mr. ES, guys, you had these hourly divergences. You did. What happened if this will ever load? You burned right through them. All right. Ah, you got a new one. Look at that guy. All right. All right, guys. You know, we could be getting a little sell there. So you burned through them. I was looking for further upside, and now you got them. I just didn't check them before making this, like, come on here and record this video. Regardless, so you did burn over through it on SPY over here, and this is the main ticker I like to watch. We're going to have to see how this hourly candlestick shapes up over the next 27 minutes. But currently, the hourly RSI is 77.48. Over here, the high was 77.21. All right. So, you know, I'm just saying this thing, if it does not close, that does not close underneath that, then you have another burn divergence that does suggest further upside. All right. Same on the 15-minute chart. You come over here to QQQ. All right. And you got the same look, that same shooting star candlestick look. You do have your bearish divergence over there. But again, you're above this 0.786 fib. And you do see this gap right here. I think this thing is going to, you know, get a quick move up here, 446.33. Either after this pullback or it's going to go right now. All right. That's what I'm thinking here. Come over here, 15-minute chart, guys. All right. Let's actually start with the daily chart because we started the video off with VIX. So let's talk about that. All right. How could this shape up? Like that. Like it could be amazing. All right. Now you could get this pullback. That could happen. All right. It could happen. I don't personally think that's going to happen now that you're all the way up here. I think you're probably going to go straight up. All right. And then I think you're probably going to make a new high and then pull back. And I don't think it's going to be much of a pullback like people are expecting. I think it might be right over here, maybe come 515 again, 516. I don't know. All right. And then you go up to new high. And what is this going to do, guys? Well, we talked about it. VIX is the price is going to look like this. All right. So if the price looks like that, then we can expect, all right, that's coming down. Well, that's like us right here, right? So this is how that would go. That's VIX, that's SPY, that's VIX, that's SPY. VIX goes to new low. SPY goes to new high. That's how I'm thinking this is about to be shaping up. It does not have to shape up in this exact manner, but I will definitely remind everyone, guys, we are looking for a move at least into this golden pocket. All right. Sellers, last line in the sand right there was going to be the 0.786 fib. We were looking for it. All right. But also, like, I'm serious, guys. I don't understand where all the hate came from. I'm going to be straight up. I'm going to be straight up with that. I have been on spot. On point, guys. On point. All right. I've called these dips to a T as everybody thought the end of the world was coming. All right. And I really don't freaking understand. I don't get it in the slightest where all the freaking hate came out of nowhere. But at the end of the day, all right, the people who are hating, they're probably just mad. All right. They're probably mad that they just lost. And now your boy Henry's not saying that, hey, odds are in your favor. They're not in your favor no more, Bears. They're not. All right. They're really not. There's that. All right. So, you know, I made an early update today because I did notice a pattern. And quite frankly, I think it's pretty obvious that SPY wants to come all the way back up here to the all-time high. Guys, it's just going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point. At this point, QQQ might as well go up here. All right. Let's go review the morning update. Right out over here in the morning brief. All right. We'll just read it for you guys. All right. On SPY, I think it's likely that it runs straight up to new all-time high. If it pulls back, watch the man zone that was acting on SPY yesterday, 519.48 to 520.75. ES has already burned through every divergence, so I think the path is very likely from this point. On QQ above 441.97, there's really nothing until 446.33, so that's where I think it's headed. If it pulls back, we will watch the breakout zone for buyers to step back in. There we go. All right. I just wanted to cover that. All right. Well, what does that align with? Well, let's actually go with these pictures. I just realized instead of doing that, I could just show you the pictures. All right. Those are your two paths from here, guys. All right. And right now, we're right around right here. Okay. So you're either going to get that pullback and then you go up there, or you're going to either go like that. And then you're probably going to pull back from there at a new high, and people are going to be like, double top, double top. And guess what? I'm going to tell you guys, double tops most of the time do not play out. People call for them. And, you know, I'm actually going to show you guys a prime example over here on Mr. Amazon. I was thinking about this morning. All right. Well, we could go over a little of this, guys. You do have this hourly trend line over here on Amazon. All right. You got this bearish divergence going on. If you start to break down from this like you are right now, all right, right here, break and retest off of 182. All right, that's where you're paying attention to. But over here on the weekly time frame, guys, now this is where things are juicy. Okay, now you do have the bearish divergence. We're not talking about that. We're talking about this double top right here, right? You can short the double top, all right? But you know, if we're really going to talk about how a double top works, a double top works like this: top, top, neckline, break under neckline, short. Okay, you don't just short here, because most of the time, guys, I understand this happened. Let's be completely real. Most of the time, they don't play out. You had a double top right here. People could have said the same thing. You had a double top right here. People could have said the same thing. Coin is taking a dive right now. Jeez Louise. What is that bad boy doing? Oh, dude, coin is being volatile today. What is actually happening with the stock? Holy. Holy. Nope. 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 No. We will have to see about that one. All right. All right. So we pretty much covered everything I want to cover over here on the indices, guys. I'm looking for a move to all-time high. That's the thesis from this point on. Get the pullback, higher or low. We're looking, you know, there's that. So it is a Friday video, so that's why I thought it was perfectly fine. Let's record this video off of the open, all right? Get it out to the people as quick as possible so they can make the decisions before market close. All right, now you have more information to make those decisions, and I hope I cover this in a decently timely manner here. 16 minutes, I think we covered a lot in this video. Come on over here to CELH, guys. This is the hottest setup going into next week. All right, I've been slamming the table on this one ever since we got the break and retest down here. I knew we had earnings. I was slamming the table on this opportunity that was potentially coming. All right, yesterday you had a really nice squeeze day over there on CELH. And I'm just going to say, fresh breakout to new high here. Okay, above 85.75. You are looking for 93.73. That's going to be the high of this candlestick right over here. But what I really like is this weekly chart. This volume. All right, the way this thing's shaping up tells me I don't care about how this thing closes today on the day. I don't. All right, I am very confident this thing is going to be pushing to a new all-time high from this point on. I'm not saying it happens right away, but I'm saying it's likely going to be happening right away. All right, you probably have another candlestick like this. You see that? That says 12% on the week. All right, imagine catching another $9 to the upside over here on CELH. What happens if you get $9 to the upside? All right, oh, you're at like pretty much the all-time high. All right, so that's what I'm paying attention to. That is my definitely by far, that is the hottest setup that I am seeing currently. And I'm going to keep, you know, I'm just going to keep running it back over here on CELH. All right. Had over the past 2 days, 4 different plays on this guy. And this guy is making me real happy. All right. Yeah. That is definitely something I want to throw in there. Okay. Next thing we're going to talk about is SMCI. SMCI, guys, is getting ready for a fade opportunity, in my personal opinion. All right. Regardless, something's coming out of this. All right. You got this consolidation going on. You have like, it's a quadruple inside day. You either have one of these coming. All right. Or you either have, you're about to get a breakout over this trend line at some point. Okay. But do you see why I got that alert there? Let's actually also put the alert, let's put it down there. If you do a revisit down there, you probably are going to break down. All right, so that's something to take note of. NVIDIA doing the same exact thing, all right? So you're stalling out right here. It was looking mighty bullish off the open. It looked like it wanted to push up. All right, you got the break-in. You see where that arrow is? You got the break-in retest off that level right there. Same exact thing, though. It's getting ready for that big move. All right, it's consolidating. This is a quadruple inside day here. It is getting guaranteed. It's getting ready for one of these things, or it's getting ready for another one of these things. But, you know, honestly, with how things are shaping up, it could be getting ready for one of these guys right here. All right, where you see a decent down day. SPY, look at that with the shooting star candlestick on the day. All right, let's see how this shapes up. Let's really see how this shapes up going into the end of the day, guys. We're going to have to see this weekly chart, though. You can't knock this thing. If you really do manage just to like have a nasty sell today, like a nasty sell, we'll talk about it. All right, we probably get a continued pullback. I'm still going to look for that higher low because of what I went over in the beginning of the video, okay, on Mr. VIX. That is definitely something that I'm going to be looking for. All right. Not too many setups I really want to put your eyes on here, okay? Just, you know, I want to point out CLH is there. But the main point of this video, guys, is the indices. The indices are looking bullish, okay? And I understand you can pull back. You can do that. You know, you got to do some real damage to really, you know, suggest to me you were going to be now coming down again this lower low here. I just don't think it's going to happen. It's typically not how I see things shape up. And guys, you know, people could think emotionally all they want. I'm going to go off of my market experience. I've been in this market for years now. All right. It's been a decently long time. I'm 100% going to take my experience over anybody in the comment section. All right. There you go, guys. All right. That is the video. That is what I have for you. Let's go over IWM because we did not cover that. We normally cover IWM. You're still in the golden pocket. I took it off because DIA, guys, you're over the 0.786 fib. QQ, you're over the 0.786 fib. SPY, you're over the 0.786 fib. All right. And then, you know, you come over here to IWM. You are still in there. All right. You never made it up there. It was at 207.44, 207.60. All right. So around there. It varies because these aren't exact bottoms and tops of this retracement that I'm using. Yeah, right there, 207.50. So there's that on the 15-minute time frame. You can see we had this uptrend over here on IWM. If you broke down through that, I'm looking for that. All right, these were the paths over here on IWM for the day. You're either going to get your bullish one, you get the bearish one, or you get the break and retest off this level right here. All right, and then you undercut that right there underneath that second trend line. All right, so honestly, guys, it is looking like we might get a pullback day here. We're going to see how this goes, all right? You're going to be watching right here. You're seeing that buyers are going to be stepping up. Naturally, we are going to be expecting buyers because this was very clearly your supply zone, and now you come back into it. It very easily could turn into demand. Why are you not going to have buyers there, all right? You got to slice through this thing, you know, to really to break this chart, okay? I'm not even going to say break this chart, like straight up. You got to slice through this thing to tell me we're going somewhat lower here, but I'm still looking for that you know, higher low at this point. You come right here into this level right there, 518.57. That is going to line with this uptrend. That is something you could watch intraday here. That's on SPY. QQQ. What are you watching over here? You do have that right there. So you come right in here, look for buyers right there. Underneath there, you're looking for 439.01. Underneath 439.01, guys, you got nothing until 433.76. Do I think that's going to be the case? No, I don't. That would be a $10 sell from here. I don't think that is going to be the case right off the bat. Now, again, guys, hottest setup on the radar is definitely CELH. Does not matter at this point how you shape up today. You could put in a shooting star candlestick. You can, you know, you could have a bearish candlestick on the day. Not going to matter to me. I do think you are going to be running up to that new high, considering all the volume that is came pouring into this thing and how this weekly candlestick is looking right now. Like, you really got to have a massive sell here today to wreck this weekly candlestick. If not, it put in this nice like wick right there, guys. This thing was a $6 wick, and you still just squeezed up the next day. All right, so that would be equivalent to us pulling all the way back over here to 82 today. All right, or maybe even 79.89, and then ripping faces from there. You see what I see? Okay, making it pretty clear here, but you know, that's that. All right, I did think coin was setting up for something big, but it does look like it's taking its dear sweet time here. You have your golden pocket here. You want to see gold buyers stepping in here over at the 0.786 fib. Again, I do think, you know, a big move out of coin is loading over here, but let's just look at the bit of corn, okay, because the bit of corn isn't looking the best, and that's that. All right, got that going on right there. Come over there. You are rejecting from your golden pocket. There's that. Actually, speaking of golden pocket, let's give a crystal clear example of how to use this golden pocket right here, right now. Yesterday, if I can find the right spot. All right. Well, this is where I got my line, so I'm going to guess it was around here. Where was I watching this thing? That was yesterday, right? Yeah. All right. First example right here. I think it was exactly right here. I got 3 chances to play this thing, and it was glorious. All right. First example, you wait for... All right, I'm actually also going to say, like, this continuously is something that's going to pop up. All right, it's continuously something that's going to pop up. Got buyers stepping right there. You got buyers stepping in over here at the golden pocket. Like, these are how you catch these moves, guys. This is how you just trade the golden pocket. This is in real time. This is how you do it. All right, right here, you wait for your impulsive move. You start seeing buyers step in. Okay, we'll put on the first golden pocket. So then you're going to put this one on. Well, now you take your short right in here. All right, and your stop. Okay, sometimes it's going to run it, it's going to piss you off, and then it goes your way anyway. All right, but you know, most of the time, this is how it works. If you get above it, you're probably just going to, even if you pull back, you're taking out that high. Look, things are going high right now. QQ is all the way up back at 442.66. Let's see how this thing's going to go. All right, let's see. But yeah, first example right there. Then what happens there? All right, when you're selling off there, well, where would your target be for that short? All right, it's going to be in the next golden pocket. You cut it right there, right? Well, if you're trading the NASDAQ, guys, this is like, a solid 20 something points right there. 20, 30 points you just caught going from this 0.618 fib to this 0.618 fib. Okay. Like it really does not get easier than this. This wasn't even the example I was talking about because 110%, there are 3 times it was back to back to back. So this is not what I was talking about. I don't think it was. I think that's somewhere. Maybe it's right here. I don't even freaking know, right? But either way, I just wanted to show you guys, hey, if you are trying to use this and you are futures trading, this is something I see on a daily basis. You can take it down to the 3-minute time frame. That is something you can watch. You could follow along with this 9 EMA. All right. I like the 5 and 3-minute chart. All right. But, if you are going to catch that trending move here, get your pullbacks there. You've had Chop Shitty for quite some time. All right. So if you're going to go off of that, use the 3-minute chart. All right. And you see how you slice underneath there. Okay. Pullback. Short right there. Take your profit real freaking quick, right? Let's be completely real. That's 3 minutes. You got 10 points from the NASDAQ. That's a lot of money right there. All right. You get another one. These are the scalps that you take within like a minute. You're in and out here. These are the things that like it was literally all day, not all day. I was literally down like it was like an $800 loss in the day. And I just sat there in one of these things. And by the end of like a 15-20 minute period, I had literally just sat there getting all of the back, and then I was up on the day, right? Why? Because I stopped trying to catch the trending move when you're in chop, and you just literally buy these pullbacks to the 9 EMA on the or the sells. You see, like literally, it doesn't matter if you're in chop or not. This 3-minute 9 EMA will be really good for you, and sometimes it's not always going to work. All right, it's not. But the vast majority of the times, if you're in a trending market, you get these pullbacks. All right. So there's that. Or if you're in Chop City, you don't get the pullbacks. You see right here, slice underneath, you got the pullback. All right. Look at that, guys. Things are dying. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right, guys. 27-minute video. It's not the 16-minute video I was kind of happy to be putting out, but that's okay. We got 27. We'll call it 28 minutes. We'll round up. All right. You're watching for buyers over here in the zone. That is what I'm paying attention to. And with that being said, everybody have a lovely rest of your day. And I will catch you tomorrow for the weekly update. We will have a bunch of weekly charts reviewed in that video, and we will review our outlook, okay, in a more detailed manner here. All right. That being said, catch you all in the next one. Peace.